Hi everyone, it's Kristen. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is super fun. We're working with polymer clay, but we're not doing earrings this time. I'm giving you a different type of DIY inspiration using polymer clay. We're actually going to be putting together some beautiful, I don't know if you call these like claw clips. I think everyone uses a different terminology for them. I feel like they were called butterfly clips when I was a teenager, but anyway, these little claws that you put in your hair, we're going to be decorating them with some beautiful fall colored flowers. So let's jump right into the tutorial. All right, so I got these clips on Amazon. They came in a pack of like 6 or something. There were some darker colors like this, and then there were lighter colors as well. This would look beautiful with like spring colors, summer colors. It just so happens that we are near the end of August and I am ready for fall. So I'm feeling all the fall feels and I am ready to move on to these like deeper, warmer tones here. And then I'm gonna use this darker clip today. So as you can see here, I already cut out my flowers that I'm gonna be using to put on the clip. The clay is still raw at this point, but I just went through, I have this cutter from CutterlyDesigns that I went through and cut out. I did want to, just to kind of make it look a little more interesting, I wanted to swap the colors of the centers. So I used one of these little round cutters to cut extra little round circles. And I'm gonna swap them so they all have a different color center. Hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, they're still in their raw form at this point. Now, to get them to adhere to our butterfly clip, there's a few things that we need to do. So thing one is that we need to texturize the back of the clay before we bake it. So I'm going to be using some different tools, probably primarily my, what is this called? X-Acto knife. X-Acto knife, just putting some little scarry kind of marks in the back of the clay to help it adhere. I'm also going to do the same thing to the actual clip. I'm gonna go through right where I'm gonna put it and I'm just gonna scratch it up. It might feel bad doing it at the time, but we need something to help the clay to adhere to the plastic. We can't bake this plastic, so we can't use something like Bake Bond to put it on. We're gonna need to use some sort of super glue, something like that. So we're not gonna be able to bake it on there like we would, you know, with earrings and that sort of a thing. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is start by putting the centers on. So I am going to use my liquid polymer clay for that. I'm going to make just a little pile of it here, and then I'm going to use my little dotting tool. This little pokey thing, I don't know what it's called. I usually have it linked down in the description box, but it's super handy for being able to lift pieces off without really doing much damage. So now I'm gonna just pick each piece up and I'm gonna put a little dot of the Bake Bond or liquid Sculpey right in the center, and this is what's going to keep our, like, adhere our centers to the clay. So I have all the centers attached with the Bake Bond. The clay is still raw. The first thing I'm gonna do is just give these flowers a little bit of dimension. I think it would be really pretty to have them kind of sticking off of this a little bit, just like that. And while I'm holding it, I am going to add, very carefully, a little bit of texture to the backs, like we talked about. Just doing some not very deep marks, X's, however you want to do it. Can you see that? Just like that. I'm going to place them on my tile and just keep doing that for all of them. All right, so while that bakes, while that clay is curing, I'm just gonna take my X-Acto knife and just scratch up the surface here, right where I'm going to use glue to attach the polymer clay. Just like that, can you see that? Just kind of doing lines one way, lines the other way. Again, the purpose of this is to give the clay something to adhere to. Polymer clay is notorious for being difficult to glue to things. I don't really know the science behind that, but it's just the way that it is. So by marking it up, it's gonna give the glue places to kind of go into and grip. And the same thing goes for why we marked up the back of the clay flowers for the exact same reason. All right, our pieces are out of the oven, so let's wrap up this project. My favorite glue to use with polymer clay is Gorilla Super Glue Gel. All right, so I'm gonna start by figuring out, just kind of placing these where I think I might want them and just see if I want to make any changes. I think I like the way that looks pretty well. So I'm gonna start right here in the middle. Just put a little dot of glue right where we made all those marks. And just gonna place my piece right on it. Hold it for just a second, give that time to really set. And it's done. Look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? Like I said, there are so many different colors that you could do to make this. I just thought it was the cutest thing. I just think this turned out so, so cute. I think I'm gonna make one that's all white and yellow daisies. I think that'd be super cute too. Probably gonna work on that next. Thanks so much for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or anything like that, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.